Good evening. You're now with me, Shojma Jo for TVS Nightline, and here are the headlines for tonight. Nation shocked by a fatal crash involving a bus carrying 42 University Pendidikan Sultan Idris UPSI students travelling from Jete, Terengganu to Tanjung Malim, Perak. Faster roads ahead as Rambungan Bridge project on track. On to world news, UN Ocean Conference opens in Nice as seabed mining plastic talks heat up. We begin with this news. Initial investigations by the police have revealed that the fatal bus accident, which claimed the lives of 15 University Pendidikan Sultan Idris UPSI students, occurred when the bus hit the rear of the multi-purpose vehicle MPV, believed to be a Perodua Alza, before overturning. Perak Police Chief Datuk Nur Hisam Nordin said the bus was carrying 42 UPSI students, aged between 21 and 23, all from the East Coast. Meanwhile, the post-mortem process for 13 of the 15 University Pendidikan Sultan Idris UPSI students killed in the crash at kilometre 53 of the East-West Highway near Gerik early this morning is expected to be completed by midnight tonight.
Once the post-mortems are done, the bodies will be handed over to the families in stages. According to Nur Hisham, detailed investigations are also being done, including from the technical aspects, human negligence and past criminal records, with cooperation from all relevant agencies, namely the Road Transport Department JPJ, the Computerized Vehicle Inspection Centre Puspakom and the Malaysian Road Safety Research Institute MIROS.
Kita masih ada siasatan lagi, kita tak boleh. Okey, keadaan jalan tu agak menurun, berliku dan menurun. Jadi any possibilities we will look upon the technical perspective also. So masih dalam siasatan, terlalu awal untuk kita determine what really happened. Jalan itu gelap. Dia jalan raya Timur Barat ni dia tak ada kawasan berlampu kecuali dekat dengan jambatan di Tasik Banding tu ada. Yang itu memang gelap dan berliku.
He said the bus, which was registered in Kedah, had been privately chartered by the students, and the group departed from Jete, Terengganu at 9 p.m. on Sunday and was en route to their campus in Tanjung Malim, Perak when crash occurred at 53 kilometers of the East-West Highway HRPB in Banun Gerik earlier this morning. The bus driver was also injured, and we have not yet been able to record his statement, adding that the case is being investigated under Section 41(1) of the Road Transport Act 1987.
His Majesty Sultan Ibrahim and Her Majesty Raja Zarith Sofia, King and Queen of Malaysia, have expressed their heartfelt condolences to the families of the 15 University Pendidikan Sultan Idris UPSI students who perished in a tragic bus accident in Perak early this morning. In a Facebook post shared on the King's official page, the Majesties conveyed deep sorrow over the tragedy and offered prayers that the bereaved families be granted strength, patience and ease during this profoundly difficult time. The Majesties also prayed for the swift recovery of those who were injured and are currently receiving treatment. The fatal crash occurred at 1:10 a.m. at kilometre 53 of the East-West Highway JRTB near Tasik Banding in Gerik, Perak, involving a chartered bus transporting UPSI students back to their campus in Tanjung Malim and a Perodua Alza multi-purpose vehicle that was travelling in the same direction from Jeli Kelantan to Gerik. A total of 48 victims were accounted for, including 15 who perished. 7 victims were admitted to the red zone for critical condition, 20 to the yellow zone semi-critical and 6 to the green zone with minor injuries at Gerik Hospital. Prime Minister Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim has directed the Ministry of Higher Education MOHE to coordinate appropriate assistance for the families of the victims involved in the same tragic accident that claimed the lives of at least 15 students from UPSI early this morning. He described the heartbreaking incident, one that unfortunately recurs too often, as a solemn reminder for everyone to exercise caution and avoid rushing to their destinations. The Prime Minister and his wife, Dato' Sri Dr. Wan Azizah Wan Ismail, also extended their condolences to the families of the victims, praying that they find strength and resilience during this difficult time. Reports confirmed that the bus carrying UPSI students was involved in a collision with the MPV on the East-West Highway at Bandung, causing the bus to overturn. The bus was reportedly travelling from Jeddah to Terengganu to the university's campus in Tanjung Malim, Perak. Meanwhile, Deputy Prime Minister Dato' Sri Fadillah Yusof expressed his condolences and deepest sympathies to the families of the victims involved in the tragic accident that claimed the lives of 15 students in Garut, Perak. Therefore, he called on all parties, especially vehicle operators and drivers, to place greater emphasis on safety measures.
Dan saya mengharapkan kita dapat secara bersama mengambil tindakan untuk mengelak berlakunya kemalangan. Dan kita menyarankan supaya setiap kita memainkan peranan, termasuklah agensi-agensi yang bertanggungjawab jaga jalan raya, pastikan jalan raya berada dalam keadaan yang baik dan juga kenderaan berada dalam keadaan yang sempurna supaya tidak mendatangkan bahaya kepada pemandu dan juga kenderaan-kenderaan lain.
On to the next update. The construction of the BATANG Rambungan Bridge is set to bring new hope to residents in surrounding areas, replacing their reliance on ferry services with faster and more convenient road access. Locals expressed that the new infrastructure will not only shorten travel time between Kuching and Lundu, but is also expected to stimulate local economic growth and create more opportunities for the community.
Pendapat kami memudahkan lagi penduduk di situ lah, mempercepatkan perjalanan dari ke Kuching ataupun dari Lundu ke Kuching, Kuching ke Lundu. Kerana untuk menggunakan ferry adalah masa lambat sampai 45 minit, kadang-kadang kalau biar waktunya cepat. Tapi biasanya lebih setengah jam lah straight. Akan memudahkan rakyat setempat lah.
Sebagai pengguna ferry itu bagi saya lebih meringankan lah perjalanan sepanjang ulang dan alik lah. Ya. Dan memudahkan, mencepatkan masa saya sendiri sepanjang saya ulang dan alik lah. Ya.
Maka tidak jabatan sudah siap. Nama kami ibu mayar ferry, kemudahan pun bisa.
The construction of the Rambungan Bridge, a critical component of the Sarawak Coastal Road network between Sembadi and Lundu, is progressing ahead of schedule. Deputy Minister for Infrastructure and Port Development of Infrastructure Development, Dr. Aidil Lariwu, said physical works now stand at 5.84% compared to the scheduled 3.76%.
As of this month, the progress is assessed to be at 5.84%. 5.84% versus 3.76% schedule. So this means the project now is ahead of 2.08%. Is ahead compared to the last month progress is slightly higher.
According to him, the project has gained strong momentum since a new contractor, Titanium Project Sendirian Berhad, was appointed through an open retendering process. He added that the project was retendered at 82 million ringgit for a 30-month contract period, but a slight increase in costs was unavoidable due to rising material and construction costs. According to him, the twin pylons are the most technically challenging parts of the structure as they carry the greatest load and represent a significant milestone in the overall completion.
Welcome back. United Nations Secretary-General Antonio Guterres said on Monday the world could not let the deepest oceans become the Wild West at the start in France of a global summit on the seas. World leaders are attending the UN Ocean Conference in Nice as nations tussle over contentious rules on mining the seabed for critical minerals and the terms of a global treaty on plastic pollution.
The deep sea cannot become the Wild West. Ladies and gentlemen, we live in an age of turmoil, but the resolve I see here gives me hope. Hope that we can turn the tide, that we can move from plunder to protection, from exclusion to equity, from short-term exploitation to long-term stewardship.
U.S. President Donald Trump has brought urgency to the debate around deep-sea mining, moving to fast-track U.S. exploration in international waters and sidestepping global efforts to regulate the nascent sector. The International Seabed Authority, which has jurisdiction over the ocean floor outside national waters, is meeting in July to discuss a global mining code to regulate mining in the ocean depth. Guterres said he supported these negotiations and urged caution as countries navigate these new waters in seabed mining.
See the world closer with TVS as we bring the latest news updates both locally and internationally. For more headlines anytime, anywhere, just head on to our official website at tvs.my or follow us on our social media platforms at TV Sarawak. And those were the updates on TVS Nightline. I'm Shul Shmajo. Thank you for watching and have a good night.